In the relentless pursuit of optimal health, we have declared war on our own bodies. We track every calorie, hack every hormone, and optimize every minute, convinced we can outsmart our own biology. We see ourselves as the brilliant innovator, the master strategist in a race against our own primitive nature, and we see our body as the opponent, a simple, predictable system, easily beaten. But what if we've profoundly misunderstood the nature of this race? What if the opponent we're trying so desperately to defeat is actually the most powerful ally we could ever have? Meet the archetype of modern health. Let's call him Davincci. He's not a person, but an idea. The idea that with enough data, enough technology, and enough willpower, we can force our bodies into a state of perfect, predictable performance. He sees his body as a machine to be fine-tuned, a code to be cracked. He laughs at the simplicity of ancestral wisdom, of natural cycles, of rest. His competitor in this race is our biology itself, a system billions of years in the making. Let's call her the chicken. It appears simple, almost primitive. It doesn't count macros or measure ketones. It operates on ancient, unbreakable rules of balance and adaptation. And so Davincci, confident in his superior intellect, begins the race. He will not run, he will outsmart. His first trap is a masterstroke of nutritional science, a radical, ultra-low-carb diet designed for a quick burst of energy. He imagines his body burning pure fat, leaving biology in the dust. He lays the trap, a banana peel of glucose restriction, but the chicken, our biology, doesn't fall for it. It simply adapts. Sensing the energy dip, it switches fuel sources, preserves resources, and maintains stability. It calmly walks around the peel. Instead, it's Davincci who slips. The initial rush fades, replaced by a wave of fatigue and brain fog. He crashes, hard, undeterred. He tries his next trick, a cocktail of expensive exotic supplements promising to unlock hidden potential. He envisions this as giant buoyant bubbles that will lift him over the finish line. But our biology, the chicken, is unimpressed. The liver, our master filtration system, simply gets to work. It processes what it can and discards the rest. The expensive ingredients produce little more than a light show. Davincci is left lighter, but only in his wallet. He's floating, untethered, with no real progress made. His final trap is brute force, an extreme exercise regimen designed to shock the system into submission. He thinks he's stealing a march, but tiny, unseen forces are at play, the squirrels of micro-trauma. Overstressed and under-recovered, his joints ache, his tendons scream, his own body steals his shoes, forcing him to stop. Every complex trap, every clever hack has backfired, leaving him further from his goal than when he started. While Davincci was busy setting his elaborate traps, the chicken was doing something remarkable. Nothing, or rather it was doing everything, all at once with an effortless intelligence that modern science is only just beginning to appreciate. This is the body's super speed. Not a frantic sprint, but a deep systemic efficiency. When Davincci restricted glucose, the body didn't panic. It simply initiated gluconeogenesis, creating the fuel it needed from other sources. When he flooded it with novel chemicals, the gut microbiome communicated with the liver, coordinating a defense and detoxification strategy. When he pushed it past its limits, the inflammatory response wasn't a punishment, but a rescue mission. Pain signals were not a weakness, but vital data, forcing a necessary period of rest and recovery. This isn't just a simple system, it's an anti-fragile one. It doesn't just resist stress, it learns and strengthens from it when given the chance. The chicken wasn't just avoiding traps. It was dancing, a complex, beautiful dance of homeostasis, constantly adjusting, rebalancing, and moving towards life. Exhausted and defeated, Davincci finally stops trying to win. He simply watches, and in the quiet, he begins to see the chicken not as an opponent, but as something else entirely. He sees it tending to the garden of his microbiome, weeding out pathogens and nurturing beneficial species. He sees it as the town's hero, orchestrating his immune system to tag and remove damaged cells before they can cause harm. He sees it recalibrating his circadian rhythm, aligning his energy levels with the natural rise and fall of the sun. This entire time, he was trying to defeat the very system that was working tirelessly to keep him safe, to keep him healthy, to keep him alive. The victory dances he mistook for mockery were actually expressions of resilience, the feeling of waking up refreshed, the clarity after a good meal, the simple joy of movement. The chicken wasn't running a race against him, it was inviting him to run with it. In this new understanding, Davincci finally catches the chicken, not with a net, but with acceptance. He stops fighting, stops measuring, stops optimizing. He starts listening. And in that moment of surrender, his biology offers him a gift, not a trophy of victory, but a golden egg. A symbol of what our bodies create when we provide the right conditions: health, vitality, and balance. This is the prize he was seeking all along, not the fleeting high of a biohack, but the deep, abiding wellness of a system in equilibrium. And inside the egg, a simple message, the secret he spent so long trying to uncover. It doesn't say you win or you lose, it says winner, friendship. The race was never a race, it was an invitation to a partnership. The modern world will continue to sell us on the idea of a war with our bodies. It will offer us endless traps, tricks, and shortcuts. But the truth is simpler and far more profound. Health isn't a puzzle to be solved, but a relationship to be nurtured. It's about providing the simple, fundamental inputs our biology understands: real food, movement, rest, and connection. And then it's about stepping back and trusting the incredible, ancient wisdom that knows exactly what to do: stop the race, end the fight. It's time to make a friendship pact with your body, because in that partnership, you will find a prize far greater than any finish line: a life of effortless, vibrant health.